My beloved child, pause for a moment and breathe, because what is unfolding around you right now is far bigger than your eyes can see and far deeper than your heart has yet understood, and even though you don't fully realize it, you are stepping into a chapter of your life that has been silently forming for months, guided by whispers you ignored, signs you brushed off, and moments you felt but could not properly name. And today, as these words reach you, I want you to know that nothing around you is random, nothing that has left your life was ever meant to stay, and everything that is coming toward you is arriving with intention, timing, and divine precision, for there are energies moving in your favor, quietly clearing the path, removing the obstacles, and shifting the people who were never meant to journey with you into places where their shadows can no longer dim your light. And even though you have walked through fire, through heartbreak, through confusion and betrayal, thinking no one saw your tears or heard your silent cries at night, every piece of your pain has been recorded, every sacrifice counted, and every wound is now becoming the doorway to a greater purpose that will unfold in ways you are not even prepared to imagine, because the truth is, you were never forgotten, you were never abandoned, and you were never walking alone, and right now, at this very moment, something is aligning in your name. Something powerful, unexpected, and long overdue, something that will shake your understanding of what destiny can do when the time finally arrives, something that will prove that all those delays were not punishments but protection from what would have destroyed the parts of you that were meant to rise. And although you have been sensing a shift, a tension, a strange energy pulling you forward, that feeling is not your imagination. It is a sign that the universe has already moved the first piece and now everything around you is adjusting itself to meet the version of you that has been waiting to emerge, a version wiser, stronger, sharper, and more certain of your worth. And yes, my child, you have been underestimated, overlooked, misunderstood, taken for granted, and even betrayed by those you trusted most deeply. But what they did not know was that you were protected long before they tried to harm you, and the attempts to break you only awakened the warrior inside you, a warrior who is now stepping into the light with a power that no one can silence again, for the days when you begged for clarity are ending, the nights when you questioned your value are dissolving, and the pieces of your story that once felt disconnected are finally forming a path, your path. One that leads you toward the life you were born to live, toward the stability you prayed for, the love you deserve, the opportunities you imagined but never dared to speak aloud, and the peace that once felt impossible to reach. And yes, right now someone is thinking of you, someone whose intentions are true, someone whose energy is pure, someone who is being spiritually nudged toward you, not by chance, but by design, and though their identity is still hidden from your eyes, the connection is building quietly like a flame waiting for oxygen, and when the moment is right, this person will step into your life in a way that feels sudden yet strangely familiar, as if your souls have met before, because they have, in ways the mind cannot understand but the heart can feel instantly, and when it happens, everything, your doubts, your fears, your hesitation, will melt away, and you will realize that the love you suffered for was never meant to last, the people you lost were never meant to stay, and the silence you walked through was preparing you for a connection that does not shake your foundation but strengthens it. And I know you've been tired, exhausted from giving, from hoping, from trying to make sense of things that hurt without explanation, but this tiredness is not a sign of failure. It's the final heaviness before the breakthrough, the last stretch before dawn, and just like the sky darkens the most before sunrise, your life has felt heavy because you are moments away from a shift that will change everything, from clarity that will silence every confusion, from blessings that will arrive so suddenly you'll question whether you are dreaming, but it will be real. and it will be yours, and nothing, not a single force, can take it away from you again. So listen closely, my beloved child. Do not fear what you cannot see, do not doubt what you can feel, do not cling to what is leaving, and do not run from what is coming, because your story is entering a chapter where long-standing prayers will finally find you, hidden truths will rise to the surface, false intentions will unmask themselves, and people who never valued you will witness your rise from a distance they cannot cross again, while your heart, your spirit, and your destiny begin to align themselves in ways that will make every hardship suddenly make sense. You are moving, you are shifting, you are rising, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what is destined for you now. My beloved child, listen closely to what I am about to unfold before you, because the path you are walking right now is not just a journey. It is a transition, a crossing from one season of your life into another, a silent shift you have been feeling in the deepest corners of your spirit even when you could not put it into words, and although the world around you may seem unchanged on the surface, everything underneath is rearranging itself, aligning itself for you, and preparing an opening that will carry you into the very destiny you were born for. But before that doorway can reveal itself, you must understand something essential. Something you may have never fully accepted. And it is that not everyone who smiles at you carries good intentions, not everyone who stands close to you wishes to see you rise, and not everyone who calls themselves your friend is truly rooting for your happiness, because some hearts are envious of your light, some minds are intimidated by your strength, and some spirits cannot understand how you continue moving forward despite everything you've endured, and these people, these silent watchers, have been draining your energy without you realizing it, holding you back with their doubts, their negativity, their jealousy, and their masked intentions, all while your spirit has been crying out for peace, for clarity, for release. And now, finally, the veil is lifting, and the universe is beginning to expose the truth one face at a time, one conversation at a time, one unexpected moment at a time, revealing those who were loyal and those who were only loyal to what you could give them, and though this revelation may sting, it will also free you, for hidden behind their masks were energies that never deserved access to you. Energies that blocked your breakthroughs and slowed your blessings, and as these people begin to distance themselves, intentionally or unintentionally, you must not chase, you must not cling, you must not question, because their exit is your protection, their silence is your redirection, and their absence is the space needed for the right souls to enter your life at last. And yes, I know you have doubted yourself, questioning whether you are the one who is too emotional, too forgiving, too trusting, too hopeful, but hear me now. Your heart is not the problem. Your heart is your gift, your intuition is your shield, and your compassion is your strength, and it is because of this pure-hearted nature that blessings are being prepared for you that others will never receive, not because you are more favored, but because you have endured storms meant to break you and still chose to stand in your truth, and while others took shortcuts, you walked through the fire with integrity. You chose honesty when deceit would have been easier, you chose patience when rushing would have been simpler, and you chose love even when the world gave you reasons to turn cold. These choices, your choices, are the reason the universe has marked you for something greater, something extraordinary, something that will shift not only your life but the lives of those connected to you, because when your breakthrough arrives, it will not come quietly, it will come with force, with grace, and with a divine certainty that will silence every doubt you've carried. But before that blessing enters, you must prepare yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, because the next chapter of your life will require a stronger version of you, a version that no longer bends for people who do not value you, a version that no longer explains itself to those committed to misunderstanding you, a version that no longer shrinks its power to make others comfortable. Because your light was never meant to be dimmed, and your path was never meant to be shared with those who cannot walk at your pace. And right now, as these words reach you, something within you is awakening, an inner knowing, a clarity you have been waiting for, a voice rising that has been quiet for far too long, telling you that you are ready, that you are evolving, that you are shedding layers of doubt and fear and stepping into the truth of who you really are. And though this transformation may feel uncomfortable, it is necessary, for you cannot carry old versions of yourself into a destiny designed for your highest form. And I must tell you this. Someone from your past, someone who once underestimated you, someone who believed you would never rise without them, is now watching you in silence, confused by your strength, surprised by your growth, and threatened by the fact that you survived what was meant to break you. But do not worry, for their presence holds no power over you anymore. Their influence has faded, and their chapter in your story is already closed. And what lies ahead for you is bigger than their intentions, stronger than their opinions, and brighter than their shadow. So hold your head high, my child, for the universe is aligning opportunities that will shock you, connections that will uplift you, and moments that will remind you that everything you prayed for was heard, everything you lost was replaced with something better, and everything you feared is now dissolving because you are stepping into a phase where your spirit will lead, your intuition will guide, and your destiny will open in front of you like a path illuminated by divine light. And all you need to do now is trust yourself, trust the signs, trust the timing, and trust that what is coming for you is greater than anything you've ever seen before. My beloved child, there is something I need you to understand now, something that has been circling your life like a quiet echo, something you have felt in your intuition but never fully acknowledged, and that truth is this. You are standing at the edge of a turning point that will reshape everything you thought you knew about yourself, your relationships, and your destiny, for the universe has been rearranging the pieces of your story while you were busy trying to survive what you thought would destroy you. And even though you walked through days of heaviness, nights of confusion, and moments where you questioned your purpose, every second of that journey was preparing you for the moment you are about to enter. A moment where clarity will strike you so suddenly, so powerfully, that it will silence every doubt you've held inside your heart. But before that clarity arrives, I need you to recognize the silent shifts happening around you, the subtle changes that may seem small but are actually signs of a divine transition unfolding in your favor, because the energies around you have shifted, the atmosphere has changed, and there is a new frequency calling your name, urging you to detach from what drains you, to let go of what no longer feels aligned, and to stop giving pieces of your soul to people who never appreciated the depths of your heart. And yes, I know you have carried so much alone, your fears, your dreams, your disappointments, your hopes. You've held them quietly inside you while pretending everything was fine, while the world saw your smile but never your struggle, your strength but never your exhaustion, your kindness but never the heartbreak that shaped it. And I need you to know that the universe saw it all, every time you kept going when you wanted to give up, every time you chose compassion over anger, every time you trusted even after being betrayed. And these moments of silent bravery did not go unnoticed. They are the reason your blessings are on their way, they are the reason a massive shift is coming toward you, and they are the reason the next season of your life will look nothing like the last, because the universe always rewards those who stay pure even when surrounded by impurities, those who stay honest when others lie, and those who continue to love even after being hurt. But my child, you must also be prepared, because with your rise will come the unveiling of truths you were never meant to carry into your future, truths that will expose the real intentions of those around you, truths that will reveal the ones who supported you and the ones who secretly doubted you, and some of these revelations will surprise you, not because you didn't sense them, but because you finally see them clearly without the illusion of hope clouding your vision. And although these truths may sting, they are necessary, for the path ahead demands your authenticity, your strength, your discernment, and your refusal to let anyone dim your light again, because this phase of your life will attract new opportunities, new relationships, new connections, and new blessings that require a healed, grounded, and awakened version of you. And speaking of connections, there is someone whose energy has been drifting toward yours, someone whose presence you may not have noticed yet, someone whose spirit resonates with yours in a way that cannot be explained through logic or chance, someone whose heart is being prepared for you just as yours is being prepared for them, and though you have not met them in the physical world, energetically you have already crossed paths, already exchanged silent signals, already begun aligning toward one another like two stars following the same gravitational pull, and when this person steps into your life, everything will feel unexpectedly familiar, as though you have known them long before your eyes ever meet, because your souls have recognized one another long before your mind will, and this connection will not overwhelm you like the past, it will not confuse you, it will not drain your spirit, instead it will ground you, stabilize you, uplift you, and make you feel seen in ways you have never experienced before. But before this divine connection enters your life, the universe is clearing space, removing old energies, breaking old cycles, and detaching you from people who were never meant to journey with you into your blessing, and you must not resist these endings, you must not fear these separations, because what leaves now is creating space for what was always meant to arrive. And yes, my child, there will be moments where you feel lonely, moments where you feel uncertain, moments where you question whether you are truly ready for the blessings you have prayed for, but understand this, the universe would not place you in this position if you were not ready, it would not open a door if you were not prepared to walk through it, and it would not shift your entire life unless your destiny was calling you forward, louder than ever before. And right now, your destiny is calling you, pulling you, guiding you through signs, dreams, synchronicities, random thoughts, unexpected feelings, and situations that feel too precise to be coincidences, because they are not coincidences, they are instructions, reminders, confirmations from the universe that you are on the right path, even when it feels uncertain, even when it feels unfamiliar, and even when it requires you to let go of what once felt comfortable. But hear me now. The comfort you are leaving behind is nothing compared to the life you are stepping into, a life filled with clarity, purpose, love, abundance, and strength, a life where your heart will finally feel at peace, your mind will rest, your spirit will rise, and your future will unfold exactly as it was always meant to, and nothing, not fear, not doubt, not anyone's intentions, can stop what is coming for you now, because it has already been written, already been aligned, and already been set into motion, and all you need to do is trust the process, hold your faith, and allow the universe to guide you into the chapter that has been waiting for you since the beginning. My beloved child, there is a moment coming toward you with the quiet intensity of a rising storm, a moment so significant, so divinely timed, that when it arrives, you will look back at every hardship, every detour, every heartbreak, and realize that none of it was random, none of it was wasted, and none of it was ever meant to destroy you. It was all shaping you, preparing you, refining you into the version of yourself that could finally receive the blessings you once felt unworthy of. And as you stand in this delicate space between who you were and who you are becoming, I need you to understand how important your energy is right now, because the universe is recalibrating itself around you, guiding you away from what drains you, separating you from what confuses you, and placing you into alignment with what will finally bring you peace, stability, and purpose. And even though the shift feels subtle, almost invisible, it is powerful beyond measure, for it is creating a path for you that has been waiting for years to open, a path that could not reveal itself until you released certain people, certain patterns, certain fears that were gripping your spirit more tightly than you realized. But now, as your heart slowly frees itself from the expectations of others, as your mind begins to unclutter from the noise and opinions that once clouded your judgment, as your soul awakens from the heaviness that had become too familiar, you are finally starting to feel the truth rising inside you. An inner voice whispering that you deserve more, that you were made for more, and that your story is far from over, because the universe has seen every time you gave your all to people who only gave you fragments, every time you showed up for those who disappeared when you needed them, every time you held yourself together when your world felt like it was falling apart. And now it is your turn, your season, your time to receive what you have poured into others. But before these blessings reach you, the universe is asking something of you, something difficult, something uncomfortable, something that requires courage. And that is to let go of the version of yourself that grew out of survival, because the person you had to become in order to endure the pain is not the same person who will thrive in the life that is coming. And while it may feel strange to release habits and beliefs that once protected you, you must understand that they are no longer needed, because you are stepping into a season where you are no longer fighting for love, no longer begging for clarity, no longer chasing validation, no longer settling for crumbs when you deserve the entire feast. And yes, my child, I know how hard it has been to trust again, how difficult it is to keep your heart open after betrayal, how painful it feels to hope after disappointment, but listen carefully. A new love, a new connection, a new energy is moving toward you, not rushed, not toxic, not masked behind false promises, but steady, genuine, prepared, and aligned with who you are becoming. And this connection will not play with your emotions, it will not test your self-worth, it will not leave you guessing, it will not drain you. It will bring calmness you have never felt before, a sense of safety that feels like home, a presence that feels like destiny rather than coincidence. And although you may not see this person yet, the universe is guiding them toward you as gracefully as the moon pulls the tides, making sure the timing is perfect, making sure both hearts are ready, making sure the past is cleared so the future can finally unfold without interference. Because the connection meant for you cannot be rushed, cannot be forced, cannot be derailed, it can only align when both souls are ready. And while this energy moves closer, something else is happening too. Hidden intentions around you are being exposed, false friends are revealing themselves through small actions, subtle comments, shifting behavior, and moments where their true feelings slip through the cracks. And what you must understand is that these revelations are not meant to scare you. They are meant to protect you, to separate you from people who would have drained your blessings, to free you from attachments that were blocking your growth, and to open the space needed for new souls, new opportunities, new beginnings to enter. And as these truths reveal themselves, you may feel a mix of emotions: sadness, relief, confusion, clarity. But trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it must, for the universe is clearing your path with surgical precision, removing anyone who would have poisoned your peace, sabotaged your progress, or dimmed your potential, because what is coming requires a circle filled with loyalty, honesty, and pure intention, and I must tell you this, my beloved child. There are blessings with your name on them that have been held back, not because you were unworthy, but because the environment around you was not safe for them to land, and now that the universe is cleaning your surroundings, clearing negative energy, lifting spiritual blockages, and guiding you away from false attachments, these blessings, long awaited, deeply deserved, are finally moving toward you, and when they arrive, they will come with speed, with force, with abundance, and with certainty, transforming your life in ways that will make everything you went through make sense. But until then, stay grounded, stay open, stay aware of the signs, because your intuition is sharpening, your spirit is rising, and your destiny is approaching with a momentum that nothing, not doubt, not fear, not envy, not betrayal, can stop now, and all you need to do is trust that you are exactly where you need to be, walking toward exactly what is meant for you, guided by a universe that has never left your side, not even for a moment, and never will. My beloved child, there is a truth rising in your life right now with a force so steady and so undeniable that even if you try to ignore it, your spirit will keep pulling you back toward it, because this truth is not a warning, not a fear, not a burden. It is a revelation, a moment of clarity that has been waiting for the right time to awaken inside you, and that time is now, for the universe has been whispering to you through signs, through dreams, through sudden thoughts, through moments of déjà vu, through unexpected feelings that come out of nowhere, and even though you may have brushed them off, these signs were never random. They were messages guiding you toward a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are stepping into, because right now, you are crossing an invisible threshold, leaving behind the energies, habits, people, and patterns that once kept you small, uncertain, and afraid, and stepping into a version of yourself that is more powerful, more intuitive, more grounded, and more aligned with your true path than ever before. And although this transformation feels overwhelming at times, like you are losing people, losing comfort, losing control, you are not losing anything, my child, you are being freed from everything that was limiting your destiny, because the universe can hear the prayers you did not speak, the worries you could not express, the pressure you tried to carry alone, and it has decided that enough is enough, that your spirit has carried the weight long enough, that your heart has bled long enough, that your patience has been tested long enough, and now a shift must occur, not slowly, not gently, but with divine force, moving everything that is not meant for you out of your path so what is meant for you can finally reach you. And yes, I know the ending of certain relationships still hurts, the silence of certain people still echoes in your chest, the memories of moments you thought would last forever still linger in your mind, but listen to me carefully. Those endings were your protection, that silence was your redirection, and those memories were simply chapters in a story that is now evolving into something far greater, because the people who left could not walk with you into your destiny, their energy was too heavy, their intentions too unclear, their spirit too misaligned with yours, and if they had stayed, they would have drained the blessings that are now coming toward you with unstoppable momentum. But child, do not think that you are walking alone, for there is someone in your life, someone you may not fully recognize yet, someone whose presence may still feel distant, blurry, incomplete, who is tied to your future in a way that fate itself cannot undo, someone who is being prepared for you with the same patience, the same precision, the same divine timing that is shaping your own journey, someone whose heart mirrors yours even though you have not yet stood face to face, someone who will understand you without explanation, who will support you without conditions, who will love you without fear, and who will show you that everything you went through was not to break you, but to prepare you to receive a kind of love that is gentle, steady, loyal, and true. And while this soul edges closer, you will notice something shifting inside you. An inner strength awakening, a calmness replacing anxiety, a sense of purpose replacing confusion, a confidence rising that you haven't felt in years, because your spirit knows before your mind does that something beautiful is coming, something long overdue, something that will make you grateful you never settled for less, grateful you never gave up on yourself, grateful you kept your heart open even when it hurt. And as you move through this transformation, the universe is exposing anything and anyone who cannot stay, revealing fake support, revealing hidden jealousy, revealing masked intentions, revealing those who clapped for you publicly but resented you privately, revealing those who loved the old you, the version who tolerated too much, lowered your standards too easily, doubted yourself too often, but cannot handle the new you, the empowered you, the intuitive you, the awakened you. And as these revelations unfold, it may shake you, it may surprise you, but it will also free you, because your next chapter requires people who celebrate you genuinely, not people who compete with you secretly, and the universe is making sure that only the right energies align with the blessings that are coming. And child, these blessings are not small. These are blessings that will rewrite your story, blessings that will lift the burden from your shoulders, blessings that will open doors you once prayed for but thought were impossible, blessings that will bring you peace that feels almost unfamiliar because you have lived in survival mode for so long. But this peace, this stability, this abundance is yours, it is meant for you, it is destined for you, and nothing can stop it now. So do not fear the changes happening around you, do not cling to what is leaving, do not resist what is unfolding, because everything, every shift, every closure, every sign, is guiding you toward a life where you finally feel aligned, secure, supported, loved, and whole, and all you must do is step forward with trust, with faith, with openness, and with the knowing that the universe has never abandoned you, not even for a moment, and it never will. My beloved child, as you step into this final turning point of your journey, I need you to slow down for a moment and feel how much has shifted around you, because even if your physical world appears the same, your spiritual landscape has transformed entirely, and everything, your intuition, your energy, your path, your destiny, is aligning in a way that has not happened in years, and perhaps not ever before, for the universe has been working behind the scenes, rearranging events, closing doors, ending cycles, and guiding you through experiences that felt painful in the moment but were actually clearing your path with divine precision. And what you may not fully understand yet is that you are being lifted into a higher chapter of your life, a realm where you are no longer defined by the wounds of your past, a place where your spirit finally breathes freely, a season where what once drained you will no longer have access to you. And although you may question why recent weeks felt heavy, confusing, unpredictable, or emotionally intense, the truth is that this intensity was the final purge. The removal of everything that could not go with you into the blessings that are now approaching, because the universe will never deliver abundance into a space still crowded with fear, doubt, or harmful intentions. And now, finally, those old energies have been broken away, leaving your heart open enough, your mind clear enough, and your spirit strong enough to receive what was always meant for you. And my child, I know you have carried so much on your shoulders. Expectations, disappointments, heartbreaks, responsibilities, memories, unanswered questions. And still somehow found the strength to keep moving, keep hoping, keep believing that there was something better waiting for you even when everything around you seemed to say otherwise, and I need you to know that this endurance, this resilience, this fire inside you did not go unnoticed, because while others saw only your smile, the universe saw the battles you fought in silence, the nights you cried quietly, the moments you pretended to be strong even when you felt like breaking, and it is because of this strength, this unshakable spirit, that blessings are now rushing toward you faster than you expect, and not the small blessings you've received before, but the kind that shift your entire reality, the kind that rewrite your story, the kind that make you look back and finally understand why you were delayed, why you were redirected, why certain people left, and why certain things did not work out the way you once prayed they would. And yes, my child, there is someone watching you from a distance, not with envy, not with ill intentions, but with admiration, curiosity, and a pull they cannot explain, someone who feels your energy even without speaking to you, someone who has sensed your transformation, someone whose soul resonates with yours even before words are exchanged, and this person, whether you have seen them yet or not, is being gently guided toward you, not by chance, not by coincidence, but by destiny itself, because the universe knows that your heart, after everything it has endured, deserves a love that is steady, loyal, intentional, and healing, and this person carries that kind of energy, an energy that will not confuse you, not hurt you, not leave you guessing, but instead will offer you peace, support, and a connection so natural it will feel like home. Yet before this love steps into your life fully, the universe had to remove certain attachments, certain wounds, certain illusions you held about love, because your past experiences taught you lessons but also left scars, scars that made you question your worth, your desirability, your ability to be truly understood. And now those doubts are dissolving as you step into the next version of yourself, a version that knows what you deserve, a version that will not settle for half-hearted love or temporary affection, a version that will not chase what is not meant for you, and a version that recognizes that the love coming toward you is not just romantic but spiritual, transformative, and divinely orchestrated. But my child, as you rise into this next chapter, the universe wants you to stay aware, because not everyone around you will celebrate your growth, not everyone will understand your glow, not everyone will be comfortable with your evolution, and some will try, consciously or unconsciously, to pull you back into old versions of yourself that you have already outgrown, not because they are evil, but because your healing reminds them of their stagnation, your strength reminds them of their weaknesses, your transformation reminds them of the changes they are too afraid to make, and when these people reveal themselves, you must not argue, you must not explain, you must not shrink. You must simply detach, protect your energy, and move forward, because your destiny is too important, your blessings too close, your future too valuable to waste on those unwilling to grow beside you, and I must tell you this clearly. The chapter you are entering now will demand courage, will demand confidence, will demand faith, because the blessings coming are big, bigger than you imagined, and big blessings require a heart that believes they are deserved, a mind that does not sabotage them, and a spirit that welcomes them without fear, and you are ready, even if you don't fully feel it yet, because the universe would not bring you this far only to leave you halfway. And everything, every sign, every shift, every revelation, is preparing you to receive what you once prayed for with tears in your eyes, whispered wishes, and silent hopes that you never admitted out loud, and as you move forward, know this: you are protected, you are guided, you are chosen, and everything that is unfolding now, every ending, every beginning, every unexpected shift, is part of a divine plan designed not to break you, but to elevate you into the life that has been waiting for you all along, a life where peace is your home, love is your companion, and abundance flows toward you naturally the way light follows the sun.